pet me on the shoulder, but it's okay because I haven't washed this shirt for about 3 days. And so I really won that, I think. Anyway, hi everyone, my name's Tim, and I have never been to anything like this before. And so, yeah, I'm glad you pulled my name out of the hat. So I found out the topic was Oh Baby, and as many of you may know from my wonderful unwashed shirt and sweater combination, I'm not the kind of person that people say oh baby to or about. Nor is it part of my daily vocabulary, so I will also be telling stories about babies. The problem is, this is kind of a blind spot for me, and we all have those in our lives, but I really don't know that much about babies. And, I have all my fingers and I'm proficient with power tools. I can fix my own car. I can quote Shakespeare. I play the bagpipes. I can order a beer in 4 languages. I've been across the pond 3 times. I've been skydiving twice, and I once shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. But I don't know anything about babies. I'm 36 years old and I've never changed a diaper. I tried once and I couldn't figure out which was the front and which was the back of the diaper. And so this is kind of what I'm working with. And so a couple years ago, some good friends of mine called me up and said, hey, we want to get out of the house for a couple hours. Will you babysit our infant daughter? And I'm a good friend, so I said yes. And then I hung up the phone and immediately called my girlfriend, who's now my wife, and said, I need you to come babysit me for this time. Because, and here's the thing, all you single guys out there, listen up for a second. I know how to socially interact with babies, and it's super easy. The whole process takes 45 seconds. You hold them like this, you support the head right here, you go boop on the nose, you tell them how cute they are, and you do a little bit of this back and forth, kind of the Axl Rose thing for any GNR fans out here. And then you pass them on to the next person or give them back to the parents. And that's really it. And after that, I'm kind of stuck. And so I wasn't sure what to do for 2 hours. And part of the problem in this is I'm an only child, and so I have no younger siblings. My youngest person in my extended family is 9 years old, and so I don't really have any opportunities to spend time with young children. And so I'm kind of working with stuff I remember from my own childhood. Now, for those of you doing the math, I was born in 1980, and my mom likes to tell this story. We're driving down 9th Street in Moorhead, right by the police station, and she gets pulled over. And the reason she gets pulled over is because I am standing on the front seat of the car with my hands on the dash like this, like I'm some navigator on a pirate ship, staring out the window. And the cop comes up to the window and says, ma'am, you can't have this kid standing on the front seat of your car. You got to have him sit down and put a seatbelt on him. Bear in mind, all you parents out there, there's no discussion of why isn't he in the back? Do you have a car seat? Do you have a booster seat? Why is it not rear facing? I'm 3 years old. And my mom tells the cop, she says, well, I can't put a seatbelt on him because it comes right across his face. And the compromise is not put it behind his head, put him in the back seat, use a lap belt, where's your car seat? No, the compromise is, well, at least have him sit down. And so, this is a true story. So this is kind of what I'm working with, and it's and that's nice, and those all kind of go together, but not really. But the point of that whole thing is that I'm going to be a dad in a month and a half for the first time. Thank you. And it is wonderful and it is terrifying, and thus the spiraling into madness, because I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm trying to read and I'm trying to learn all this stuff, and I just don't know what kind of parent I want to be. I don't have anything, and so I'm left with all of these contradictions. All the furniture I built needs to be bubble wrapped, 2 layers. I looked under my bathroom cabinet the other day, and it's nothing but poison. Like, all of it, there's nothing good there at all. And the other day I was trying to type to someone at work, and I tried to type the word bassinet, and I don't know how to spell it. And that's maybe not so bad, but you guys should probably know that I have a college degree in English writing. And I really need to to kind of get over that. But so I'm stuck with all these contradictions about, you know, you need to disinfect this, this needs to be sterile, this needs to be antibacterial, but your babies are also supposed to eat dirt because it's good for the immune system. You know, babies are used to white noise because that's what they hear in the womb, but every time I'm near a baby that's just gone to sleep, someone's always going, shh, shh. We just put the baby to sleep. Okay, fine. And if you're lucky enough to get a baby who sleeps through the night, apparently you have to wake them up because their stomach's not big enough to keep them fed for the whole time. And so, how's that for a Pyrrhic victory? And so I'm learning all this stuff, and it's driving me crazy. And so I'm not able to sleep the other night, and this is a real thing on my phone. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I wake up, and I'm trying to think of what I'm going to say for this thing in case they draw my name. And I write down some notes right here, and this is what it says, because it kind of starts and then it goes downhill pretty quickly. It says, life has equipped me for everything but this. Life has uniquely equipped me for this. I can't spell bassinet. I don't know what kind of parent to be. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And so I opened this up at like 9 o'clock the next morning, and I went, oh, okay. So I guess that's that. And so you remember from the beginning the guy whose daughter I babysat for 45 seconds? He found out I was going to be a dad, and he sent me a message, and it said, congratulations, being a dad is the craziest, most out-of-control love you will ever feel, and it's going to be awesome. And that helped a little bit. And I've been talking to all of my guy friends who are also dads, and they keep saying stuff, you know, I keep telling them, oh, my wife and I are taking all the classes through Sanford, and, you know, I'm learning all this stuff, and they scoff at me. And they go, you don't need to know any of that stuff. And I go, really? Are you sure? Yeah, your instincts will kick in. Everything is going to be fine. You're just going to instinctively know what to do. And guys, I really hope they're right.